Hello everyone, Hector Mendoza here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to import Underlay in Xactimate. I'm also going to show you how you can colorize those underlay, and I will show you the importance of coloring them so that it makes it easier for you to find your mistakes, and also it helps you sketch something a lot faster. So here I have three underlay. The one here in the center, this one here is the original one. I didn't do no colorization to it. Now the one on the left hand side right here, this one here, I converted it from this color to 40% cyan. I also duplicated it and turned this one into 40% magenta. So first I want to show you why I use an underlay. I take a lot of tests, and not just that, but when I'm out there in the field, sometimes I get an eagle view, or sometimes a public adjuster went and sketched an entire home, and I always, not always, but sometimes they'll give me a copy of it just in case I missed a room and I don't have to go all the way back. But I always draw my own stuff. So on the first one, we're just going to draw three little boxes so I can show you the advantages and disadvantages of changing the colors of your underlay. So we're going to hit R for room. Right now, here, I have everything turned off. So let me go in here and go to my layers and go to my walls, show, go one more to my area blocks and show. Okay, so okay, so I'm going to hit R for room. I'm going to create this room right here on right in here. You see, now what I'm going to be using a bunch of commands. So, and and this class is not about the commands or how to show you how to sketch. But I do like explaining what I'm doing. So first of all, I'm going to hit Control. No, let's go ahead and hit Shift 0. That lets me see to the back of the underlay. I'm going to click here, and this one should be 13,2. That's the size of the room. Oh, I hit okay. So it's 13,2. Now it's also by 12. And let me click right here, and we're going to change that to a 12,2. Okay, so now, so that's the room. So this is what I would use the underlay for. It's real hard to get it exactly to bring it in exactly to the size, but you can move things around a little bit. So we could go in here and kind of just inch it up a little bit. It's real hard to get it exactly, but the underlay really helps you a lot. So I'm going to hit Control C. Then I'm going to go into this next one right here, and that same room I'm going to put in here. Okay, so that way I don't have to put all those numbers. I'm going to put it in there. Then I'm going to hit Control 0, Control minus. Then I'm going to go to this end, hit Control V, and then I'm going to place that last room right here. So now I'm going to hit Shift O. Will give you this view right here. I'm going to hit Control minus so that I can view everything. So if you notice, it's easy to tell that you drew a room here. So here it's kind of hard to tell that you drew anything. So if you're looking at this and you start sketching, here it's easy, here it's easy, but here it blends in with the scan. So that makes it hard. Not just that, but look down here. You see the walls on the exterior? Those walls are 8-inch walls. Now, when you look at it without changing the color, it's hard to tell that you missed that part, right? So now let's look at the magenta one. Okay, so what you would do to, when you, let's say if you were going to draw this, this is what you would do. You know, first you would hit B for break, you come down here, and then you hold your control key, create this one room here, then extend it to the size of it. But this is how you would draw this, and it would be real easy to draw this. Then you'd come in here. Whoops. Okay, so you got to click here, hold your control key, left click, and drag to duplicate that. And all I have to do right here is type 11.7, 11,7, and then I could but you get the idea. Okay, you see how easy it is to draw this? And then every once in a while you might want to hit Shift O to make sure that you're getting everything. Not just that, but you see right here, you see how the outside walls, we would have missed that. Okay, so this is why I bring an underlay if it's available. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the ones at the bottom. So when you select everything, you hit delete, it only deletes the sketch. Then you have to select it again, and the second time it'll let you delete the images. So you can hit yes, or the underlays. Okay, so let me show you why it's important to do this. If you notice, let me hit Shift O. That gives me a different view. If you notice, see right here, we're missing a room 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 here. Here, it's hard to tell which rooms you're missing. Here, same thing. I'm missing that same room here, 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 here. And also, another thing that if you enlarge this, you see right in here, you see this wall, it's supposed to be at the bottom. I think it's 12 here, it's supposed to be 16. So you can tell right here that and I purposely screwed it up so that you can see. Not just that, but look down here. See, I went in here and put a 4-inch wall. Well, that's an 8-inch wall. So now when you go to this one here, which we didn't colorize, it's hard to tell what's missing. That's why it's important. I always color my stuff. I used to teach how to color this with Adobe Photoshop, but Adobe Photoshop is real expensive. I have a copy because I use it a lot. Now I'm going to show you how to do this with this program called PhotoPea. You know, it's PHOTOPEA, and it's free. And I'll have a link on how to go to that website. All right, so I have an image or a photo of a sketch that I did in Xactimate, and I just made a like a photo of it. Here it is right here. I'm going to show you how to change it to a different color. Now, I talked about this program called PhotoPea. I think I called it PhotoPea a while ago, but it's PhotoPea. Okay, so it's free. Here's the web page. You just go to PhotoPea.com. You might have to install it. It's been a while since I've done it, but when you go in there, if it asks you to install it, I know it didn't cost nothing. So the first thing you would do is you go File, Open, or the way I do it, I just hit Control O. It's the same thing as File, Open. Then this is the one that we're going to use, the one that says Underlay for Xactimate Sketch. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to hit Open. There's a lot of things you can do with this program. It's just like Photoshop almost. Now this part that I'm going to show you is a little bit different than how I would convert a monotone or a duotone from a image. So first of all, if you don't have layers right here, let me go ahead and close this so in case you don't have layers as one of your tools here. If you go to View and then go to Windows, and then go to Layers. Okay, and then you'll see it pop up down here. Now on the right hand side, right in here, you see this little icon right here. When you hover, it says New Layer. I want you to just click on it once. While this layer is selected, I want you to go to Normal. I want you to left click, go to Hard Light. Okay, then what I want you to do, yours is going to look like this right here. So you see this little black box here? I want you to click on it. This dialog box is going to come up, and what I want you to do for this purpose of this video, you see right here where it says cyan, I want you to change that to a 40, and then just hit tab, hit 0, tab. If it doesn't give you this, you 0, hit tab again and hit 0, and you'll see the new color right there. You see, if that's the color you like, you hit OK, and then you're gonna have that right there. Now you're gonna go to the tools on the left hand side. You see this tool right here that looks like a brush? If you left click in it, you have 3 different options. Don't use this one. The one I want you to use, brush tool. Okay, so look right in here. See, let me click here. You see that little dot? You can enlarge it by going down here. You see this right here? You can enlarge that using this little size right here. Okay, or you can just like click, don't click anything, just hover right here. If you know what your close bracket is, if you hit your close bracket, as I click on this thing, click on the close bracket, it gets bigger, right? So now that you have it real big, just left click and just go back and forth until you color the whole image. And that's how simple it is to turn it into a color. At this point, you would go in there and save it. Okay, so what you want to do is go File. You can save it as a PDF or export it as a JPEG. So for right now, we're just gonna click on Save. So if you click on Save, you have to click right here where it says Save Changes. Now if you go to your desktop, you'll see that that image now is cyan. or 40% cyan. Then that image you would bring into to Xactimate, and let me show you how to do that. Now create a new file in Xactimate. You don't have you don't have to worry about any settings. All you want to do is learn how to bring this thing in here. It's real simple. So if you're down here, no matter where you're at, and yours might look like this. So let's say if you're in estimates, all you have to do is hit Control K. That's gonna take you to sketch, right? And you can hit Shift Enter. If yours look like this, like let's say you have this right here and this at the bottom, if you hit Shift Enter, it's going to give you all this canvas. And also, you see this little arrow with two lines? If you click on there, now you have a lot of canvas. And it's easy to get your stuff back by hitting Shift Enter and Shift Enter. So I like to use a lot of canvas. Now, when you're in Sketch, if you go to Option, you go to Import. See right here, it says Import Underlay Image. I want you to click there. You're going to navigate to where you put that image, and that's the image. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit Open. Now, you see this expansion. What we're going to do is we're going to expand full screen. Here, you can still enlarge it more by using your mouse key. I'm just going up, and you can go up and down. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, make it as big as I can. It doesn't matter what area you pick, but you see, I want to pick from here to measure, and we're going to put 15,3, which is 15 feet. 15,11, which is 15 feet 11 inches. If I get on this corner here, I'm going to left click, and now you see this little line. I want to go to this other corner. I'm going to left click. Then this scale dialog box comes up. Here you want to put 15,11. If you would have used this from here to here, it'd be 13,2. You hit OK. You have one more OK to hit, and it's this one right here. So you hit OK. Now that image here is in Xactimate. So if you hit R for room and you start drawing, you could put right here 2511 or 1511, 15,11, and then you can enlarge it. You can also hit Shift O. That way you can see, you can put it in there exactly like it's supposed to be. Now you see, then you could go in here. I think that's 12.1. No, actually that's from there to there. So you'd have to measure those numbers, but or you could just eyeball it. It's going to be hard for anybody to know if you got exact measurements, because there, nobody's there at the inspection. But this is going to get you, exactly. If you do it right, it'll get it exactly to the measurements that you want. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.